Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another fantasy video. This one is going to be in a slightly better mood than the last one. You know, we've gotten some green arrows. Shh, don't tell anyone. It's a small green arrow. But considering that I've got another -4, 3 -4s in a row actually. I don't think this has ever happened to me. But we did go a couple of thousands on a rank this game week. Had some luck with some decisions, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, looking ahead to another double game week. Yay, girl! This one is going to be a smaller double game week, obviously. It's just Bournemouth and Luton who are doubling. But either way, you know, fun. We like double game weeks. Next week, we're going to have the huge blank. Looking forward to that. I'm going to be playing the free hit because I only have 4 playing players at this moment in time. And the transfer I'm planning to do this week is only attacking the double game week. So free hit is locked. It's been locked, I think, for weeks now. Next week, I hope you've saved your free hit. If you haven't, may God have mercy on your soul. I don't know what to say. I hope you have at least 6 or 7 playing players and you get a couple minuses. I would not recommend playing the wild card on the blank game week because, yeah, you want to save the wild card for the rest of the seasons, not just attack a blank game week. But we'll talk about that next week. Forget about that, and let's just jump straight into it. I don't want to be talking too much today. Try to keep these videos as short as possible and informative as possible. So, got my phone here, which is gonna, you know, hologram itself right there. Latest and greatest technology, as always. Let's go to the fantasy app and see what we did, how we did in the last game week. Go here, as you can see, 83 points with a -4, so 79 eventually. Not too bad. I didn't have high hopes, especially after having 2 horrible game weeks, a double and a blank. This one didn't go great, but it went okay. You see, I'm 509,000 in the world, and I was, I think, 565,000, so around 60,000 places lower, which sounds like a lot, but it isn't when you realize there's 11 million people playing. Yeah, so it's nice to see the green arrows. This is what makes every FPL player happy, you know. A good green arrow every week. So let's go to points. And yeah, as you can see, the team, I'll talk about a couple of things that happened and a couple of transfers that I had planned and what I ended up doing. As you can see, Dubravka came with 7 points. This was, I mean, in hindsight, you can call it a mistake, but Dubravka had a better game than Areola. But Areola saved the penalty and ended up on 13 points, 6 points more than Dubravka, which is ridiculous. Some people had only Areola and Turner, so they had to play him. Lucky, again, this is where luck comes in handy sometimes. But I wasn't very unlucky as well because, as you can see here, Zabarny. Now, this was a decision that I just took without any giving too much thought, really, because most people, and I mean most people, engaged FPL players got Senesi last game week, and the rest of them were probably planning to get him this game week because of the double. And I get it, Senesi scored 2 goals the entire season, center back. But when I was making a decision, I was going for Senesi too, but I thought, you know, he was on 8 yellow cards. So if he had gotten 1 more yellow card this game week, and then he gets the 10th one, he would be suspended for the second game of the double game week. Very little risk, very unlikely to happen, but I was like, you know, he scored 2 goals, but it's not going to, it's a central defender. It's not going to score many goals, and it's just, there's not much different between Senesi and Zabarny. And Zabarny was 0.2 cheaper as well. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for him. What happens? Senesi pulls his hamstring and gets injured, gets off in the 30th minute, doesn't get any clean sheets points this week, is not going to play next week. So people who got him are not going to be forced to sell him, probably for Zabarny, and get a -4. So, sometimes luck is for you, sometimes against you, sometimes both in 1 week, like with me, Areola and Zabarny. But it is how it is. Yep. Saliba came with 6 points. Arsenal just out of this world again, 6-0 away. They're the first team in the Premier League history to win 3 away games by 5 or more goal difference. 6-0, 5-0, 6-0. Just insane. Region, who I didn't had high hopes. I mean, he's just been there. He's been. It's funny, since I got into my team, he's just been getting an assist almost every game and conceding a lot of goals, so ending up with 3 points, 4 points, which isn't too bad. I mean, most of the defenders has been shit this game week. I mean, look at Estopinian, which, I mean, no. Let's just not go there. I talked about him enough last game week. I mean, he started this game week. He started it. The day that I bench him, he starts, and he ends up in 0 points anyways, because they conceded, 4 goals? God knows, I didn't even... Saka captain, which could have gone, wow. I mean, talk about luck and unluck. It's still better than Haaland, because most people captain Haaland. They ended up on 6 points. Saka ended up on 7 points, so I gained a point. But considering how the game was going, if he had stayed on that second half, we would have been feasting. My green arrow would have been huge this week. But anyways, it is what it is. De Bruyne, another disappointing performance. He's going on my bench this game week, but is being sold on the next game week for Son. And Foden came up with another impressive performance, 15-pointer. Palmer and Bowen both with 5 points. Not too bad. Watkins 13 and Haaland 6, as I said. Areola on bench with 13. Who did I only get Zabarny this week? Who did I have here? Yeah, Pedro Porro for Zabarny and He-Chan. Yeah, I basically got Bowen for this game week because they're playing Burnley, and I like that fixture. Whoever is playing Burnley or Sheffield United right now, I want to have their players because they are just horrible. So let's look at the bus team, what I have right now for the next game week. As you can see, Areola, Burnley at home. But we might have something up the sleeves. Let's see about that. Zabarny double game week against Sheffield United at home and Luton at home. 2 juicy games. Saliba, Brentford at home. I expect a clean sheet, but you never know. Estupinian, I mean, this is where my dilemma is. I'll talk about it later when I go on FPL.team. He is right there, and he is in the first team for now, but yeah. Saka, Brentford home. Foden, Liverpool away. I mean, ideally I would have wanted to have another player, but you can't have all. Sometimes they're just going to... And they play Arsenal next after Liverpool, so... I mean, it's going to be 2 horrible game weeks for Liverpool, Arsenal, and City playing each other. Palmer, Newcastle home. I think that's a good game. As I said, Bowen with Burnley home. Very juicy. Solanke captain for sure. If you have your triple captain chip, I recommend you do it now. Just 2 great fixtures, both at home. I mean, what could go wrong? Watkins, Tottenham at home, and Haaland, Liverpool away. As I said, De Bruyne, it's in my bench. Region also in my bench in case Estopinian doesn't show off. But, yeah, 1 free transfer. And I don't want to take another -4 because that's too much. I took 3 -4s in a row. So, my initial plan was... this is my bus team. Let's put Areola instead of Dubravka. Anyways, Solanke for De Bruyne. Let's switch here. Solanke, bro. Here. And Solanke would be my captain. So it's 73 expected points that FPL team says. Other websites would say more. So, 1 free transfer. What do we do? So my initial point or thought was to remove Estupinian, who's been horrible since I got him to my team, and get, the legendary, the one the streets will never forget, Doherty. here for Luton, who has a double game week. Both game weeks are away against Crystal Palace, who's got a new coach, which I respect. He had Frankfurt before, he was the coach of Frankfurt. And Bournemouth away. As clean sheets go, I would not expect anything from Doherty in terms of clean sheets, or Luton in general. They just ship way too many goals. But what can you expect from him that you cannot expect from Bournemouth defenders is attacker returns, and he's had a lot of assists this season. But, I think what I'm actually doing is, something more spicy, something that not a lot of people are thinking of doing this game week. And I'll show you why. I mean, this seems like a good move, but if we go to next game week 29, Doherty plays on game week 29, but I'm going to free hit anyway, so I'm going to get him on my free hit. So I'm basically getting him for only this double game week. And, locking that transfer on for a double game week. Going to play the free hit, and then on game week 30 he plays Tottenham away. I'm obviously not gonna play him. So if we go back to game week 28, let's bench Doherty or bring Stupinian back. Where are you, Stupinian? Ugh. I mean, if he starts against... Are you there? Here. If he starts against Nottingham Forest, that's not a bad fixture at home. He can get a clean sheet or even an attack and return, an assist or a goal. Who knows? So I'm planning to remove Dubravka, believe it or not, and get Neto from Bournemouth. And look at this. Look at this plan. This genius plan. Long-term plan. Where are you, Neto? Where are you, my bro? Where are you, my guy? Neto, here. He's 4.6 at this moment in time. If you leave it too late, he might go to 4.7, but I don't think so. Not a lot of people are going for a goalkeeper transfer this game week. So now I have 3 Bournemouth players with a double game week, a juicy double game week. And I would have to risk Estepinian against Nottingham Forest at home. If he doesn't play and doesn't come on, then I have Reguilon against Arsenal. I mean, it's not ideal, but you can't have it all, as I said earlier. Now, if I have this team, and if I go to game week 29, free hit anyways, so it doesn't matter. Game week 30, Neto or Bournemouth play Everton at home. That's a good game, so I don't have to make any transfers in defense. I have a good goalkeeper, because Areola is playing Newcastle away, and obviously Newcastle is playing West Ham at home, but, Bowen, he can always score. De Bruyne is going for Son. Where are you, Son? Why are you not showing here? No, why not? This FPL team has been doing this for so many times, removing Son from my... Okay, let's just do that. Refresh it one more time. Game week 30. So let's remove De Bruyne. First Son, here it is. Now, this is the team. Now, Dubravka would be instead of Neto for game week 30. This is the bus team. Solanke against Everton. So I would have to bench one. It'd either have to be Bowen maybe against Newcastle away, or Saka against City away. But I mean, I would bet on Saka scoring. Maybe Watkins captain. Either way, that's another thought. Another thing to think about later. And yeah, Reguilon would have to come in for, Estupinian, who's playing Liverpool away. And they're playing United at home. I mean, not a guaranteed clean sheet, but it is what it is. Saliba, Man City away. Tough game. What can you do? But Zabarni and Neto, they're good. So this would be my team for game week 30, as you can see here. One free transfer. Now, if we go to game week 31 with a -4, look at this. With a -4, I can take out Bowen and bring in, because Bowen's fixtures gets very difficult after this. Tottenham at home and some other difficult Let's see here. Where is West Ham? Yeah, Tottenham, Wolves, Fulham, Crystal Palace. Actually, not that difficult. But either way, it doesn't matter because we want to bring back the king, the one and only Salah, who is playing Sheffield United at home and benching Watkins, who's playing Man City away. Now, as you can see here, I get minus 4.1 in the bank. But if you look at Watkins' fixtures, look at them. Man City away, Brentford at home, Arsenal away, Bournemouth at home, Chelsea at home, Brighton away, Liverpool at home. Those are very difficult fixtures. I mean, his highest expected points is against Bournemouth at home, 6.2, which I'll be willing to risk. And get, the legendary up-and-coming striker from Fulham. Can we choose the club here? Who is only 4.5 or 4.6, 4.5 so far. Muniz has been scoring 7 goals in his last 6 games or something. Ridiculous. He's going to be staying in the bench for most of the time. But look at it. 0.2 in the bank with a minus 4. I can afford this insanely good midfield. Saka, Son, Foden, Palmer, Salah. Solanke, Haaland, and Muniz on the bench. I can get some money from Estupinian as well in the weeks to come, but that's too long-term planning. So this would be my game week 31. If Salah is back, I get Salah captain, obviously, for Sheffield United at home. Yeah. This is a fire team. This I like it, this plan. So that's why I'm going for Neto, because if I go for Doherty, it would ruin my plans a bit more. I need to waste more transfers. Yep. That's all for the planning. As I said again, a small double game week this week. Bournemouth and Luton. Players, dude. I mean, you should have Solanke. And if you have the triple captain, play it on Solanke. In terms of defenders, doesn't really matter which defender. Senesi is injured, so if you got him last week, I'm sorry. You just have to, swallow the pill. It is what it is. It's FPL heritage. Any defender from Bournemouth is fine. If you want Doherty, if you don't have a free hit, he's a better option. His attacking returns are better, but clean sheet potential way less than Bournemouth. And I think there's not much to think and analyze this game week. At least for my team, it's pretty straightforward. If you have a different team and any other issues you need to address, I wouldn't. For example, I'm benching De Bruyne, which feels like a crime because 10.5 player in the bench, but I just don't want to play him. He's been okay. He's been playing well, but it's just haven't been returning, and they're playing Liverpool away. I mean, he could score some points, but just not a lot. So, and I'm planning to get Son next week because this week Tottenham is playing Aston Villa away. That's going to be an edgy game because they're both fighting for top 4 place. Tune in next week to build a free hit draft together. That's going to be fun because this week there's not much we can plan, but the free hit is going to be fun. Once a season, we can all go crazy with only 4 games playing. Yeah. That's all for today, and come back next week to look at the free hit draft, and enjoy the rest of the weekend with a lot of great matches. Bye. Subscribe. Come on. Just do it. I'm waiting. Just do it.